So in this video, I'm going to talk about and design brand identity. For that, first we are going to design business card. With I'm going to take 3.5 and height is 2. With landscape mode, I selected two artboards with 0.125 bleed. Bleed is for printing purpose and CMYK mode is also for the printing purpose. So here you can see that line is for bleed line for bleed, so whatever the extra part, sometime in printing, extra part needs to cut, and some machine cut it out. Uh, our 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 that tears or our design. So that's why we really need to a major and left some space for complete, and then I'm going to write it down my name, and whatever font you want to choose you can choose it, but it has to be as per your brand strategy, brand story, and it totally represent your brand message and everything positioning. So here what I'm going to do is now I'm going to customize this text, this and the name. I'm gonna do it first. I take out the copy of this sent name, and now I'm going to convert it into the outline. And after that, what happens is that I'm now going to easily uh, manage or measure the space between each letter. You can now I'm what I'm going to do is for customization, I'm going to use the direct selection tool and pencil tool. It's up to you whatever tool you want to use it, but usually we use pencil tool and direct selection tool for customization. And trust me, guys, we don't need to do a very so much customization, little bit tweaking here and there will be enough, and it will enhance your sentence and will fully represent your brand purpose, your message and everything. So first you really need to understand the brief totally and what it's all about, and what's the brand story, what message you want to convey, and how you want to be position yourself in the market. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use pencil tool and just customize. It's up to you. You can even customize the M letter from the below part as well. But we just don't want to create a lot of mess. We just want to be this name elegant, simple yet professional as well. That's why first we use very decent and modern color, so it will remain and balance the consistency of the dye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to little bit tweak the T upper side as well, and then I'm going to do is I'm going to use the direct selection tool and just rounded the corners of each letter. So it will not look so much professional because this brand is all about marketing PR. So we have to maintain that fun aspect as well, and curiosity, excitement, and everything. So that's why I just used and rounded each letter so it looks less formal. But we will use this for professional purpose and professional for our clients and for our colleagues and anyone who wants to know and wants to contact with us. So we just write it down, and now I'm going to write it down the company, what is all about marketing and PR agency. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the same font I use for the name, but this time I'm going to change the weight of this brand or company, whatever it is, and then I'm going to increase the character space so it will look uh, unique and little bit different from the main text, and viewer can easily understand the name of the company. And now I'm going to change the color of this, and please make sure don't use so many colors, just use one or two colors or three colors enough to maintain the professionalism of the brand, so it will not look clutter or just you confuse and so much going on is not so good. Simple and minimal things are good to go. So how I'm gonna do it? I'm just aligning this sentence or name with the center, and just putting down and just giving some space between the name and the name of the company. And you can say it by doing little bit tweaking here and there from the left side and right side. Our design looks so elegant and professional. With the help of color palette as well, you can see it. Our color palette is also quite modern, and we don't need to do anything extra here. And just like this, and just that's it. And then whatever, I just take a rectangle tool and just turn off the fill color, and just I'm going to use the outline. And let me tell you one thing, sometime whatever it is, as you see that I did a customization of letter M, that's why the alignment is not as center as it should be. So what I'm going to do it when after using alignment tool, it's not working the way I wanted. So what I'm going to do it, I'm going to manually adjust the alignment to maintain the center of this name. So now I'm going to design the back side of the uh, business card. As I told you that this card is all about brand and marketing, so it has to be little bit professional and fun playing as well, playfulness, excitement, and everything. So what I did a little bit bold color. It's not usual. People don't use black color usually, but it looks very good. Now I'm going to write it down the main JD of the person we are making for the card. So now after taking uh, write down the name. Now I'm going to, as I told you, I'm taking the same font but different lightweight. So because what we do is when we select the typography to maintain the uh, hierarchy, and we use different weights. So our most important thing is the name of the person, and then after that, what is more important? The JD of that person. That's why I didn't use so many colors here. I'm using the colors from our color palette. So I just use eyedropper tool and just use the blue color here, and then it's up to you. It's up to you or how you wanna do it. It should be minimal, less, and modern as well. And just I'm going to put it down here. The name of the company. It is not really important if you don't want to write down the name of your company in the backside of the your business card. It doesn't matter. It's one side and front page name is enough. Now after that, what we are going to do is now I'm with setting, and let me give you another tip. Whenever you customize your name of or anything, just take another copy so it will help you out in future design. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it down the numbers, how many, whatever and how many numbers you have, just write it down here. And just after that, what you have to do is you have to write it down the email address as well. So here I am going to prominent the email name, and then again website, whatever important info you want to put it in the back side of the business card, just put it there. And you can even write or add QR code as well. So it's a new modern way. If you want to add that, you can add it. And then I'm going to use the different colors and different weight, little bit smaller than the heading for the numbers. So to maintain and to follow the graphic design fundamentals. So you have to make a hierarchy as well. It looks balanced, visually appealing and everything. So I use contrast as well, blue for heading and white for internal detail subheading. So here and keep in mind and size of every detail has to be same. If you choose the 12 points for heading, then you have to choose 9 points for subheading for all the information. So yeah, you have to do that, and then it would be better if you just write it down your details in a notepad so you can easily or just copy paste and on your design without doing any kind of hassle. So like this, you just have to write it down the address here and just put it there here. And then what you have to do is, let me tell you that how you can save your business card. Right now, if I save this like this, you can see it's pixelated and it's blurred. Despite we choose the resolution of 300. So let me tell you the important. Let me tell you how you're gonna save it. Go to File, Export, and select Save for the screen, and then you can see the artboard like this. Make sure that both the check-in and how many design are there are check-in, and just select the PNG option and 300 resolution option and 300, and just save it and make a folder and save everything together. And then what happen is that make a new folder and just put it there. You can see what happen is that you will find the a folder with the name of 300 PPI. You can see it, it will open automatically, but you can use now you can see it, it's fully clear and not pixelated at all. Now I'm going to design A4 letterhead, and for that I just take a you can see it in portrait mode this time, and we don't need to use bleed in this design because we don't need it. It's not going to cut our design. So make it would be better if you just not design, or your design should be in the center or a little bit uh, space from your left and right side corner, so your design will not be cut while printing. So yeah, you this is another way to draw the margin. And then I'm not going to use blue color for our letterhead because we are going to use this letterhead for professional purposes and for client purposes. So it has to be professional and minimal and yet elegant. And then I'm going to just using just Laura some text to show you how it's gonna look, and just select any text. It would be better if you use and select the same text as you were using in all your design. So don't use too many fonts. Just decide it as per your brand nature or story. So you have to learn about it, how much it's important to choose different type of graphy, and then just write it down the main important information you want to add it into your letterhead. So just it's up to you what how much you want to add information here. And just let me tell you, when you design a letterhead, right away just take a rectangle tool and just draw a rectangle size box. So when you save it, your design will save with background, not a transparent one. Like this, you can see it, and I'm just adjusting the detail here. You can take as much time as you want. We are not in a hurry. It's very important because it's a one-time investment. So we have to be careful that all the sizes and weights and colors are complementing each other, and we make sure that we don't use anything overly here. So like this, put it here and just put it in the center, and then it's time to make a bag mock-up. I'm not going to tell you the size here because size depends on the mock-up. Whatever mock-up you take, just uh, take the size according to that, and don't need to design separately. They just design it in the mock-up. It will really help you and save your time for further things like this. Make sure that use rulers, and then what I'm going to do is, I'm as I told you that I'm following the theme here, so I'm not going to just fill everything here. What I'm going to do is here, I took a rectangle tool and just take a copy of it and design it like this. You can see it, and make sure the space between the design is same. The rectangle size is same, like this, like this. When you click it, you can see it. It will automatically show the distance between each uh, rectangle. you can see it. It depends on you how much space you want to add in and how many boxes you want to add it, like this. It's really important that you just keep checking your design, that either everything is going fine, or you are, if anything you are doing overly, just stop it there and make it simple. Because mostly brand identity design we use for or make or design for corporate side, mostly it's very important for them. But nowadays small brands are coming into the market and they want to directly connect with their audience, so that's why they want playfulness and bold colors in their brand identity design, so people will attracting and they directly targeting the right audience. As you know, that is really important nowadays, that your brand is directly appealing your targeted audience. You can see it. Our design looks very good here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the background color. I'm not going to use any other color either than a brand identity color palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to it depends on it. You just have to add your picture in your mockup and just save it, and you can see it here. Now you can see it. With black color is quite a bold move from my side, but it's directly complementing our blue color and is totally relevant to our color palette. So yeah, it looks really good. You can use different design and colors, but it has to be relevant to your brand identity. My logo looks little bit smaller, so I just again adjusted and scaling that design. Now I'm going to again take another mockup for cup design. So here I'm going to take the I'm just going to add the logo and the company name here. I'm not going to just make so many things here, and just you can see it. You can see the benefit of saving the copy of your logo, so you don't have to make your logo again and again. You can see it. It looks very amazing and just very attracting and appealing, visually appealing for your audience. So make sure that your design is very good and you don't need to do everything so overtly, and it has to be simple, because you know that brand identity is a long term investment, so you have to design it thoughtfully. And just you can see it, our cup design is ready with mockup. And then again, what I'm going to do is this time I want to change the background color so it will complement our design. But I think when I'm doing and change the color of the design, it's just overcoming the are the essence of our cup. So I'm just remain and staying with the same color palette. Green is also the dark green is also the family of blue color. So here I am going to add or making the uh, letterhead mockup and business card mockup by myself. I'm not going to use mockup ready from somewhere else. So what is going to how I'm going to do it? I just take the copy of the letterhead again and print business card and put it the left side on the left side, and again on the right side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some elements related to the corporate. You could add anything. You can add pen box, anything. So here I'm going to take a PNG of pen, professional pen, premium pen here. So it takes some time because, as you know, if you are a graphic designer, it takes a lot of time to find a good PNG website. So it would be better if you remember the name of the PNG and just put it here and just adjust it in the design. And it's not looking good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform this and just set into the center of the page or layout. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some drab shadow so our business card and just letterhead pop up from the back side. Now it looks very good. So what I'm going to do is you can see it, it's the final presentation. It's our business card, letterhead, bag, mock-up. You can add anything. You can add even a sticker. You can add a pen, dictionary, stationery, everything you want. It's up to you. You can add ID card. So hope you like it. It's really looking good, and I will definitely make more videos like this. And that's it for now. Hope you like this video. Bye.